What's the truth about Derry's finances? Let's start by dispelling some myths.
Derry Church is rolling in money.
A lot of people think that, Leanne. Let's break down the church's financial structure. First, we have the Permanent Funds Ministry that's designated for specific purposes like the Capital Facilities Fund and the Arts Alive Fund. It's important to emphasize that Derry cannot operate on the reserves from these restricted accounts. The second component of Derry's finances is the general operating budget. That's how we pay not just the electric bill, but all the church upkeep and operations. Therefore, gifts to the general operating fund portion are critical to our current and future success.
Derry's general operating budget has a surplus every year.
Not exactly, Stephen. Let's look at this chart. Derry's operating budget has experienced expenses greater than income in recent years. For the third year in a row, we are expecting a budget deficit. It's important to note that our current gap is an income, not an expense problem. We are spending less than the amount budgeted, but income from our congregation is below the forecasted amount. Note the declining trend in recent years. While short-term operating deficits are fairly common during times of transition, Stewardship and Finance is committed to changing this by bringing awareness to the congregation. By working together, we can all help to reverse this trend.
I don't need to give because others will.
My contribution won't make a difference.
That's risky, Jim and Ellen, especially if everybody else thinks the same thing. We encourage you to prayerfully consider what you are able to give. Every contribution is a gift to God and important to the ministry of Derry Church.
Only a few people know about Derry's finances. They have all the control.
Greg, did you know that Derry's Stewardship and Finance Committee has 9 members? We welcome everyone's input and ideas, so you're welcome and entitled to know about the finances of the church. One thing that is private, the amount that each person gives. Only the treasurer and financial secretary have access to that information. Our goal is to encourage transparency, so please bring us your questions and comments. We're all in this together.
My church could never be affected by financial challenges.
Today, many churches are struggling financially, and Derry is not immune, Emmy. By making you aware of our current challenges, our hope is to encourage everyone's participation as we strive to maintain the integrity of our current ministry, programs, and missions of this great church. We believe Derry Church has a bright future and want you to be part of it.